Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 4 of my 30 days of parenting for a peaceful Ramadan. As usual, I've left it to the last minute, and I know that a lot of you are preparing for your iftars right now, especially if you're in the UK, and you're trying to get some extra duas in, and the last thing you really want to be doing is listen to me wittering on, so I'll make it really, really quick. But I just wanted to share with you something that I was thinking about today. As I was doing all the bits and pieces that I usually do, I had a coaching client this morning, did a few bits and pieces, a few housekeeping bits, and I recalled a quote by Gandhi: "Be the change you want to see in the world." And for some reason, that just really changed me. That really landed with me today. That really was resonating with me. It was kind of in the back of my mind, and I guess it made me think about the change that I want to see in my world, which my immediate world is my home, my immediate world being my husband and my children. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with the dynamic that we have. But I guess during this month of inner reflection and wanting to perhaps work on a few of the characteristics or behaviours or habits that I'm not too fond of, but would like to change, would like to be better at. And I was thinking, if I can be the change that I want to see in my immediate world, then surely that means role modelling, and being the change is role modelling what you would like from others. I'm not saying that that me acting or pious or zen all the time, or whatever it is that I'm trying to impart to my kids is going to work. But yes, I would like them to be a little bit calmer sometimes. Sometimes they do seem to get really, really, really like crazy, but that's just part and parcel of who they are and what's going on with them. But it went to a deep level because when I'm praying, and when I'm reading the Quran, or when I'm doing other forms of worship, and I do that in front of my kids. It's not to show off in front of my kids, it's just to show them that this is a natural thing. It's almost like role modelling a behaviour that I would like to instill in them, so that they don't feel forced to pray. It's not something that's an alien concept for them. It's not something that is this weird thing that mum goes off to another room to do, or something they've never seen in their lives. And so it really got me to thinking about role modelling and what my children see, and the change that I would like in me, maybe for them, maybe for me, I guess. So today I went to pray, and it was the Asr prayer, which is the third prayer of the day for Muslims. And my little girl, my little 3-year-old, she saw me praying, and she ran off and got a little prayer mat, and she just popped it next to me, and she started, she did the actions, she followed me, she did one or two of the actions, and then she went off and she played. And I looked at her whilst I was praying, and I just felt a sense of peace, really. And it was like, I hadn't told her. I mean, she's still too little anyway, but it felt lovely that she, of her own accord, had done that. And that gave me hope, I guess, that, that's something that will be instilled in her. It's not that I want her to do the actions without feeling it. I mean, that's not what I want for my kids, and that's not what I want for myself. And this month really does mean, for me, besides going without food and drink, that's the basest element of Ramadan. That's the littlest element of Ramadan. There is so much more to Ramadan than just going without food and drink. And it is, for me, it's attaining a higher consciousness of Allah, and really seeing, or really getting in touch with what the point of this all is, what the point of this is, all of this life, me being here, me talking to you, having my kids, just anything. So in my waffled little speech here, I hope that I have imparted my insight of role modelling, and how we are the world to our kids. At this point, we are the world to our kids. So if we want to see a change in our world, let's be that change, but let's be that role model. And yes, we are human and we are flawed, and we're not going to be perfect all the time. We're not going to be perfect at all. We're just going to do our best. You know, this life, it's not a work of perfection. It's a work in progress. It's how we strive. It's what we try to do. And it's our intentions that count. And on that note, I intend, I guess, to be the change that I want to see in my world. And I pray that that is accepted. And I pray that your iftar goes well this evening and that your duas are accepted, and that I will see you tomorrow. I pray that I will see you tomorrow, inshallah. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.